my name is Maria and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. You're crazy! Bro, let's go! Today I'm going to be talking about advanced individual training in the U.S. Army out in Fort Lee, Virginia. I'm going to be telling you guys my experience and everything that I went through. I got a comment on my video before my experience in basic training, and someone asked me about AIT, about the good and the bad, and also like the uglies about it. I was in AIT for about 6 weeks. My MOS was really short. So the first thing that you do is obviously you get off the bus. When you get sent to Fort Lee, they obviously take you in a bus. When you get out there, you meet your new drill sergeants or a bunch of drill sergeants that are there to separate you and your MOS. So if your MOS is different than the people next to you, they send you to a different group. Just like, obviously, it's just grouping, obviously. And then they send you to your, they take you to your barracks, your official barracks. Everyone, I went with a couple friends from basic training out to Fort Lee, and we ended up getting separated right away because of our MOSs. I was in Charlie Company. I think it was 262nd Quartermaster. Right when you get there, the next day or that very day, you do paperwork right away, obviously, because they're gonna in-process you all over again at your new station. Yeah, they're gonna do a physical test, which is not like the ACFT. No, they're just gonna check if your bone, like, they tell you not to duck walk, but they tell you to bend your knees, bend over, spread your arms out. Does any of that hurt, type of things. And then after you do a physical test, they're also gonna do dental work on you, just like how you usually do it, right? So whenever you go to a new station, they usually in-process you like that. After the dental work, basically AIT right there and onwards is basically like a college experience if you think about it. The best way I can describe it is a college experience with higher standards. So the reason why I say that is because there's no alcohol, no tobacco or anything like that, obviously. And you're sleeping in a barracks, or if you think about it, kind of like a dorm room. Right after you wake up, you do PT, you go to school to learn your MOS, and you do tests, you do quizzes, stuff like that, Monday through Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday you're off. No PT, no nothing. You can either sleep in till you have first roll call or like first formation. And so after your first formation, you can do basically whatever you want, go to sleep, do whatever you need to do. But Monday through Friday, the schedule usually for me when I was there was wake up was like, your wake up is whatever time you want, but first formation was around, I would say 5:30. Yeah, I think it was 5:30. And then first formation at 5:30, I believe. I don't really remember or recall, to be honest. 5:30, and then from there you would do PT, I think, till 7, and then we would go to the DFAC and eat our breakfast. Right after DFAC, you were basically dismissed. You could go straight to your barracks. In AIT, you still have to have a battle buddy no matter what. I'm gonna get to that a little bit later on how much that sucks. But after that, you go to breakfast. After you get out of breakfast, you go to your barracks, and you basically have like an hour to be able to shower. But in your barracks, you do share a room with 3 different people. So there's days where you might not be able to shower, and there's days where you're the first one there into showering. After you do that, what we did where I was at, we literally went to go stop, and we waited, got information, and we literally waited for our drill sergeants to get in a bus and drive us to our MOS school. So it's like you wait at the bus stop, they take you to your MOS school, and there's obviously other sergeants there that are going to teach you your MOS, obviously, because they're in the MOS that you are studying. So they're going to teach you your MOS, and then from there it's just class. So it was like from 8:30 or 8 something to like, I think 5 we got out. And from that time, we would wait for the bus. They would take us back to our barracks, and you'd have time to shower before either DFAC. Sometimes you had time to shower, and sometimes you just had to change right away. The uniform was PT for school. You had to wear your OCPs, and then when you're at the barracks, usually their uniform was PTs. So we would go change it to PTs and then wait in our formations for basically dinner. When you are at school, you do have lunch defect, so you guys march all the way to lunch defect and then come back. But when you get to your barracks, you guys line up for the defect information, and then you guys march to the defect for dinner. So after that, you would have final formation. But there's times where they gave us time to literally go outside, go for a run, play soccer, you know, give you enough time to do all that stuff. And this is where the battle buddy thing kind of annoyed me, because if you wanted to go back to the barracks, but your friend, or like say you wanted to go outside, but your friend wants to go into the barracks, and you're like, no, like I really want to go take for a run, you need a battle buddy. There is days where I literally would go into the barracks with my battle buddy, and they're like, hey, you want to go outside? Like, you go walk around while I like go play soccer with some people. And she would be like, nah. And I'm like, oh. So I would have to find somebody else to go with. So there would be times where I just would literally walk so fast past this CQ desk for they won't see me without my battle buddy before I go out and play soccer. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? So after basically a final formation, you have all this free time until you go to sleep. You know, final formation was usually like around 7, and you don't have no bedtimes. You have your phone 24/7. Well, I had my phone 24/7. Obviously, if you're somewhere else, it's gonna be different. It's depending on where you go, your experience. My experience, I had my phone 24/7. At night, I would call my parents, you know, check up on them and everything. Since I was in Virginia and they're in California, our time difference was huge. So usually at night I would call them, and for them it was still like 5 in the afternoon. And Saturday and Sunday, you're able to, where I was after 4 weeks of being there, you're able to get a pass to be able to walk around base with a battle buddy. Like there's bowling, there's the exchange store, and there's like supermarkets that you were allowed to go to, and there's places obviously you weren't allowed to go to. Like the people that actually worked there, the military residents that lived in Fort Lee that weren't trainees, you weren't allowed to go inside that neighborhood or anything. You're only supposed to go through this trail to be able to get to bowling alley and stuff like that. And half of the time you're walking, so it would take us like an hour to get there, an hour to get there back. So that kind of sucked, but in reality, I loved bowling. I have videos of us bowling. I'll probably show them here. Me bowling, me arriving to AIT, and all those other things, because AIT was really a fun experience. I got to meet a lot of cool people, and just have a really, like, it was freeing but not too freeing, because when you come out from basic training, AIT's heaven. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek, Lorena. This is Wanjiku, and this is how AIT is so far. Everyone's talking, which is weird, and like they're just actually interacting, and they're allowed to, so like, but you're still not fully free. Obviously it was cool because we were allowed to eat. Like there was always a truck, a food truck parked right outside our barracks, and it was awesome. We'd always get food from there. They are expensive. They literally use and abuse you with that money. So they give you your money, and then you have to pay like $4 for a burger, and you're kind of like, I can't get a burger anywhere else, so you're kind of forced to buy that $4 burger, you know? You're still a trainee in AIT. Don't expect anything to change. The drill sergeants are going to give you a little bit leeway, but they're still going to treat you like a trainee. They're still going to smoke you. If you think you're not going to get smoked in AIT, you're going to get smoked in AIT. That was AIT in general. The good parts were your little freedom. The bad parts were you're still treated like a trainee. You have to, you know, obey with your squad, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do. If you get in trouble, everyone gets in trouble. Same shit at AIT, like basic training. Your barracks have to stay up to standards. Do not mess up on your barracks, because the last day, my very last day of AIT, we were packing our stuff, obviously, because we were going to leave the very next day. We left our room like trash, right? Half of our squad left our rooms like trash because we were leaving, you know, we had to pack all our stuff. We weren't going to put it in our lockers because we just packed it all up. Well, I think one of the boys got caught that their room was really messy, and they locked everyone in our Charlie company, everyone's door. And right when we got back from the exchange store, because we had to go pick up our uniforms, we literally sat outside our door for like an hour and a half. Like, people had to go pee, people had to go to the bathroom, people were like, dude, like, come on. But our drill sergeant were like, no, like, our senior drill sergeant said we can't open them, so you guys are out of luck type of status. Until our first sergeant actually got mad because all these females were locked out of their rooms. They eventually unlocked the door, but there were so many rumors going around saying that we were gonna move out. Moving out is not like you just move out, like they sent you to another different place. No, you grab all your stuff, you go put them in the field, you put them dressed in an orderly fashion, like a squad, like a formation. And you have to put a dress. But there was rumors saying that the whole company was gonna move out, so that would have been a shit show. I'll tell you that much. And so we would all had to move out. We had to pick up all our stuff, but I was like, I don't give up. I'm leaving tomorrow, you know. But I was hoping that they still wouldn't make us do it, because you never know with the army. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any other more questions that you want me to answer, or you want me to be more thorough with my experience and how I felt throughout it, I gave you guys like the basic rundown about AIT, but if you guys want my experience and how I dealt with the people that you deal with, because you will meet shitbags there, and you would have to figure out how to, you know, tolerate them, because they're not going anywhere. If you have any more questions or anything else you want to ask, please comment down below. Open to any suggestions you guys are up for. Like I said, I got this video idea off of someone that commented, off of someone that was asking me about the goods, the bads about Fort Lee. So I decided to make this video for that certain person. But if you guys have any other questions or any more concerns, if you guys have any questions or anything, just drop it down in the comments below. And I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was helpful. Have a good one.
You think some more this? I think we're gone, man.
Why are you jumping on her back?